Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 369 of Unboxing Wednesdays for comics arriving in stores on Wednesday, November 22nd, 2017. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's returned from his 1-week exile. For 7 days and 7 nights, he was in the desert being tempted. But he came out and prevailed.
It's like when Superman died, he just had to have a little nap, you know? Came back.
Yeah, he went up in space and just absorbed some sun rays for a little while.
Yeah.
Some rays of light, and then just now you're here, shining upon us.
With the CG lip and everything. You watch that?
No, I haven't seen Justice League yet, actually.
Watch it.
Yeah? Can you tell? Is the CGC lip like...
I didn't know at first, but
CG lip,
I did notice something was weird, but I couldn't tell what. But then I went online and I saw it, and I was like, "Whoa!" Yeah. I don't know. The movie's alright, I guess.
I am looking forward to seeing it, though. I have heard mixed reviews. A lot of people that usually are pretty harsh on DC movies, being harsh on the movies, and then a lot of people that are being really accepting of it. So we'll have to see. So, you know, Justice League movie came out. Also last weekend was our big local comic shop day / Justice League day here at the store. I want to send a big thank you to everybody out there who was able to make it and grab their free Justice League stuff, plus take advantage of the awesome deals that were going on. And a huge thanks also to our artist guest Richard Zajac, as well as our cosplay guest Star Goddess Cosplay and Hello Skywalker. It was a really good time. We had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it all again, man. I know you enjoyed it, Ricky.
It was great.
Oh wait, you were up in space. I forgot. Recharging. Got a little bit of bad news for you. We don't have any comics to really show you today. You see, unbeknownst to many of you out there, this video doesn't stream live to you on Wednesday. It's actually pre-recorded. And we are sitting here on Tuesday night. Yes, Ricky, I'm blowing the lid off the secrets of Unboxing Wednesdays. We tape this on Tuesday nights, and as of right now, our comic shipment for this week is on a broken down truck somewhere near the city of Toronto. They wouldn't disclose the location because they were fearful that we would ransack it, or at the very least, tip the truck over on its side, like that truck full of bees in that Simpsons episode that time. You remember that? Yeah? I don't think you do. Anyway, look that up. So what we do have, though, is some suggestions of what you should look for tomorrow. We're going to talk about the Doomsday Clock, of course, because that's a really big book coming out. And Ricky has his contest stuff that he's got to go over from the last couple weeks, plus he's going to have a new contest question for you this week. We're also going to talk about some Black Friday happenings here at Stadium Comics. So lots to still discuss with you guys, but I don't have the actual comics to show you. But we wanted to still go ahead and film an episode anyway, because we have the streak going where we've done 369 now uninterrupted episodes of Unboxing Wednesdays. So it's important to bring that to you, even if we got nothing for you. So anyway, without further ado, Ricky, let's go ahead and, I don't know, hang out? Hang around?
Right, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I do want to talk about our Black Friday sale, which is coming this Friday. A couple weeks ago, I got the dates mixed up, me not being American and all that. I forgot my freedom, and I didn't realize what dates Thanksgiving and Black Friday were actually supposed to be on. So we do have a big sale coming up this Friday, November 24th. Lots of stuff going on. We got a bunch of really good prices on some graphic novels. We got some really good prices on some omnibuses or omnibuy, depending on you know, how what your preference is there. And then we've got some other great deals that are going on in the store. And yes, I'm reading off of a piece of paper here. But some of the deals we have, we've got a bunch of these Marvel Season 1 graphic novels. These are normally about $28 Canadian. They are going to be only $7.99 on Black Friday. So we've got a bunch of these available. Come on by and grab some of those. We've got stuff like Marvel's Girl Comics hardcover, featuring the work of some amazing talented artists, such as our good friend Agnes Garbowska, Jill Thompson, Amanda Connor, so on and so forth. This is going to be only $4.99. Great shrink-wrapped hardcover. Here's an example of some of the great deals we've got going on. We've got like this Marvel Masterworks The Incredible Hulk, which does feature the first appearance of Wolverine in this collected full-color edition of classic Incredible Hulk stories. This is normally $95 Canadian, going to be $39.99 on Black Friday. The awesome Guardians of the Galaxy series by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning. This was a major inspiration for the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Regular price $113 Canadian, going to be only $64.99 on Black Friday. We've got other things too, like this Uncanny X-Men omnibus featuring the work of Chris Claremont and John Byrne. This is normally $113, going to be $64.99. Some awesome Captain America stories here. The Trial of Captain America omnibus, usually $113, only $30. Stuff like Nick Spencer's Superior Foes of Spider-Man, normally $56, going to be only $30. This is awesome. Star Wars omnibus, normally $140 Canadian, only going to be $39.99. And a whole bunch more that I haven't even shown you. We're going to be releasing the full list of these books as we get closer to Friday, so please stay tuned to our social media for all the details on that. We've also got a really good selection of Batman graphic novels that are going to be only $9.99. This includes stuff such as All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder, hardcover, volume 1. This is the awesome Jim Lee, Frank Miller, Goddamn Batman storyline from the past. Beautifully drawn, crazily written, and definitely a good book to add to your collection. Batman Arkham Origins trade paperback, Batman Beyond, Hush Beyond trade paperback. All of these will be $9.99 plus many more. Posters, you see some of them behind me here. Posters in our store are going to be buy one, get two free. So buy one at $9.99 and you're going to get 2 posters free. We've also got some of our mystery packs. We put together these Marvel and other publishers mystery packs. These are 10 comics for only $9.99 in the case of Marvel and $4.99 in the case of assorted publishers here. These are going to be buy one, get one free. Of course, your free one has to be of equal or lesser value that, from the first one that you buy. Then we've also got stuff like our regular assortment of discounted graphic novels that are normally 2 for $20. They're going to be 3 for $20 on Black Friday, so a great opportunity to pick up some discounted graphic novels. We literally have thousands of options for you in store when it comes to those discounted graphic novels. I guess the final word about Black Friday is stay tuned for more information, and please know that we are going to have no holds on any of this stuff, and it will be sold on a first come first served basis, and all the quantities are very limited, especially on those omnibuses, so you want to get here early on Friday if you can. So that's it for our Black Friday sale. Hope you guys can join us, and hope you guys can score some really great deals from us on November 24th. Alright, the first book I want to talk about this week comes from Archie Comics, and it is Betty and Veronica Vixens, issue number 1. It's got 3 awesome covers. First is the regular cover. It's the Cabrera cover. That's the regular. Then we got the cover by Robert Hack, who you guys might know from his cover work for Afterlife with Archie and the Sabrina horror series. And then we've got an awesome cover by Fiona Staples. So any of those covers would be great for you to pick up. I really like the look of this series, and the concept is pretty fun too. Basically, Betty and Veronica are the heads of a outlaw biker gang in Riverdale. So it's another one of these books where they take kind of our traditional perception of Riverdale and those classic iconic characters and just kind of turns everything on its head, and it's a new perspective for us to look at. So I'm looking really forward to reading this book and actually holding it in my hands when we get our comic book shipment. Let's talk next about some Marvel books that are coming out this week, and we'll focus particularly on some books that are getting the Marvel Legacy treatment this week, and may have some, you know, pretty cool variants associated with them as well. and some lenticulars. I'll try to show you the images for those books. First up we have Thanos number 13. So Thanos getting the legacy treatment. Always have a lot of people excited whenever there's a new Thanos book for them to pick up on our shelves. And you know, with what we're marching towards in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with everything that's going to be in the Infinity Gauntlet or Infinity War movies, these Thanos books are more popular than ever, so we expect this to be a really good seller this week. We've also got Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, number 25, getting the Marvel Legacy treatment. And we've got Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, number 13. So a lot of people have fallen in love with these Renew Your Vows universe characters. They, of course, first appeared during the Marvel Secret Wars storyline, and they've been brought back again here and getting the Marvel Legacy treatment. So with this one, we've got the regular cover. We've got the John Tyler Christopher trading card variant. We've got the headshot variant and the lenticular variant. So those are the big books coming up from Marvel this week. Definitely pick those ones up if they're not on your radar. And again, to see a full list of all the comics that are coming out today, just check the description of this video. We've got the full list there so you can see what you're missing out on in our video. Finally, let's talk DC Comics. Of course, this is the launch of the Doomsday Clock this week. But we've also got some other books you want to check out from DC, namely Action Comics number 992, the aftermath of the whole Oz Effect storyline. It's been a really popular story here in our store. Lots of people excited and also curious about the supposed return of Jor-El to the Superman comics. So that is the aftermath book. We'll have to see what the fallout is from the whole Oz Effect event. We've also got Harley Quinn number 32 out today, and Flash number 35 hits store shelves today. DC will also be expecting a bump in sales on some of their Justice League titles. And with that in mind, Justice League of America number 19 is out today. Finally, let's talk a little bit about Doomsday Clock. I think this is one of the most anticipated DC Comics releases, if not one of the most anticipated just comics in general releases of the last 2 to 3 years, certainly since the DC Rebirth event came our way a few years back. And it's kind of all been building up to this moment. So what influence did or do the Watchmen have on the current DC Comics universe? Did Dr. Manhattan create everything just because he was bored? Is there something more sinister that's in the works or that's going to come? Is there going to be a big confrontation between Superman and Dr. Manhattan? We don't really know all the details yet, but we do know that this book is in the very competent hands of writer Jeff Johns and artist Gary Frank. So expect this to be a huge seller over the next 12 issues. And issue 1 is out today. So many stores did 11:57 p.m. Doomsday Clock release parties on Tuesday night. So some of you guys might already be holding your copy of this book. Other stores will have it for sale first thing Wednesday morning. I think if you're a comic fan, this is definitely the kind of book that you should be picking up and reading. There's so much history involved when we talk about the Watchmen and when we talk about DC Comics characters, and to see them merging in the way that they're about to and crossing over, it's a pretty historic event. Alan Moore might not be too happy about it, but I think the comic loving public in general stands to win here. So there are 4 main covers that we'll be having here at Stadium at our store, and will be available at most other stores. So they are the regular cover. Then we have the Gary Frank 11:57 variant cover. That's a black and white version of the Gary Frank Superman cover. We have the Gary Frank Superman cover in full color. And we also have the lenticular variant, which is very cool and features Rorschach's ever-changing face mask. Looks really cool in the online images I've seen for it. And I think the lenticular one is the one people are going to want to grab on release day, definitely. So that's the big book for today, and I think the one that a lot of people are going to be grabbing, and hopefully you'll be grabbing as well. Can't wait to read it. Can't wait to see all the speculation, all the shocking moments that come from reading the first issue. That's always the funnest part when something like this begins. And if I know Geoff Johns well, which I don't know him at all, but I know his writing, I'm sure he's been planting seeds for what's going to unfold in this Doomsday Clock book for the last little while throughout the Rebirth stuff that's been happening, and it should be really cool to see all that stuff unfold. So that's it for this week's comics. Sorry I couldn't show them to you, but hopefully that gives you an idea of what to look for. Again, to see what other books are coming out, please check the description below to see all the awesome stuff that's going to be available on shelves today. And now we're going to hand it off to Ricky. He's got some prize winners, or potential prize winners, to discuss, and he's got a new question for this week.
Alright guys, prize time. I wasn't here last week, so we got 2 prizes we got to go through. So, about 2 weeks ago I asked you what Brian Michael Bendis should write at DC now that he's over at DC. Got some pretty awesome answers. Ken Ive said, I'd like Bendis to resurrect Green Lantern, Green Arrow comics, street level stories that tackle real problems in society. I agree, man. The Denny O'Neil stuff with the Green Lantern, Green Arrow was choice. Especially like when Jesus showed up out of nowhere. I was like, what? Chris Cooper said, I think Bendis is good at writing characters we love to hate. So who in the DC Pantheon do we hate the most? You guessed it, Damian Wayne. So Super Sons. To boot, Bendis has written a Batman story in the past, so it'd be a match made in heaven. I agree, man. I think a Bendis written Damian story would be really cool. Gollum Smeagol said, I don't necessarily want him to write anything specific, but would love to see him doing something with JR so we could see how awful a comic can be. Ouch. Gollum Smeagol has no love for neither Bendis or John Romita Jr. Hey man, everyone's got their own opinions. One Kid Posse said, I hope DC puts Bendis on Teen Titans. If he gets paired with the right artist, that series could be as hot as when Geoff Johns wrote it and Michael Turner drew it. Oh man, let's get, I don't know, who's the new Michael Turner? Like, Marcus Toe. Let's get Marcus Toe and Brian Michael Bendis together. But the winner goes to Bunky Bunk, who said, I want him to write Lobo because in today's world we could use some good Lobo stories. That was a totally selfish choice on my part because I agree. The world needs more Lobo stories because Lobo's the bomb. So, congratulations, Bunky Bunk. You go into the box that will be drawn at the end of the month, which is next week. So going back to last week where Kevin asked you to review Justice League in only 3 words, One Kid Posse said, it's just awesome in Terabang. Yeah, you like that, right? Question mark and exclamation point. It's called an Interrobang. It's basically the coolest word known to man. So if you are interested in an Interrobang, question mark and an exclamation point. Sorry, One Kid Posse, I took over your response with the awesomeness that is the Interrobang. Cedric Levesque said, it's not Marvel. I mean, you're not wrong. It's not Marvel. Is that a good thing? It's up to you. One Typhoon said, freaking Aquaman, dude. So, hey, I agree. Aquaman was probably the best part of that movie. He was so cool. Maybe Aquaman and Wonder Woman put together. Love the costumes. That's Ken Ives. He loves the costumes. Aquaman didn't really have a costume. It was more of just tattoos. But that's good. But the winner goes to Joanna, who said, my 3 words is Hera, help us. I really like that because it shows that Wonder Woman is the one that's going to save the DC Universe. Not Batman, not Superman, Wonder Woman. So congratulations, Joanna. You'll be added to the draw at the end of the month. Alright, so this week's biggest book is obviously the Doomsday Clock. So I want to ask a question about the Doomsday Clock. As we inch ever closer to midnight, I want to know from you, what happens when the clock hits midnight? Is Dr. Manhattan going to show up and blow everything up? Who knows? Is that giant squid from the end of Watchmen going to show up and blow everything up? Hopefully. So let us know what happens at midnight. For me, I think that Superman falls asleep forever. And that's like the death of Superman. So let us know in the comments what happens when the Doomsday Clock hits midnight. Best answer will be entered into the draw at the end of the month, which is next week.
Alright everybody, that is it for this week. Thank you once again for watching this unique episode of Unboxing Wednesdays.
Minimalist episode.
It's very minimalist. I think we could put this episode up on Kickstarter and advertise it as Minimalist Unboxing Program. Probably make like $100,000. That's what sells, man. Okay. Minimalist wallets, minimalist watches, yeah, minimalist backpacks, minimalist adult diapers.
What?
Yeah.
What would that be?
Yeah, it's a whole other thing. Don't worry about it. Alright, you can connect with us on any of the websites you see listed here on the screen. We've got all kinds of awesome stuff planned for Black Friday. Hope you do too. Hey Ricky, did you see behind you all of the Before Watchmen? Look at our big Before Watchmen display over here. A lot of Before Watchmen single issues that we'll have as part of our Watchmen Doomsday Clock DC Comics event. Anyways, we'll see all of you guys next time for episode 370. Take care and enjoy your comics this week.